Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Game Show. I'm your host, Fred Y, and today we're doing another class on streaming. So the first class I taught y'all how to build a PC or the things that you needed to stream, the PC that you needed. The second one was the what was the second one? The second one was the video card, I think. Oh no, the second one was the not the video card, but the webcams and stuff like that. All right. So the third one today is going to be about audio. All right. So we're going to go over some of the audio options that you can use in your stream. Now, whether you want to be a solo panelist or you want to have multiple panelists, we're going to go over all of that and teach you and tell you what you need to do. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So, the mic that I use, and like I said, some of this stuff that I'm going to recommend, I either have or I'm planning on getting. So, what I recommend is the microphone that I use, and it's called the Blue Yeti microphone. Now, you can find this microphone just about anywhere. You can find it in Walmart. Matter of fact, Walmart has it for like $100 and some odd dollars. Let's go to Walmart's website. Okay, so you can get it the cheapest here. You can get the Blue Yeti microphone for $100. It's a USB based microphone, so you can plug that up into your computer. And the great thing about these mics is that it has a whole bunch of four different settings. It can block out the sound coming from the left or the right, and it can also block out the sound that's coming from in front of it. It also can you can use this, put this in the middle of your table if you are interviewing someone and they're sitting right across the table from you. Well, it'll block out the left and right, and there's just it won't block out what's in front of you and what's in back of you. So you can have another panelist, or if you have multiple co-hosts or whatever, you have two people sitting in front of you. All of them can speak, and it can be captured, and that's real good. Also, this thing can capture in all directions, so it can be open, so you can have people sitting in front of you, the left and right, and it'll capture all of their audio. So that's good. Okay. So the Blue Yeti microphone, and you can get it at Walmart. You can probably go inside of Walmart and get it. And the good thing is, this is not just a microphone. This is a sound card as well. And what it does is that you can hook your earphone up to it. I got these little cheap little earphones, and I got this hooked up into the microphone so I can hear what you're hearing. Okay. And it's a great microphone. It's a great microphone, USB. And remember when I said about the computer, the more USB devices that you have installed, the more heavier it's going to be on your processor. Okay, so your processor is going to work very hard if you have multiple USB devices hooked up to it. But this is a good way to start off. A lot of YouTubers use this. A lot of Twitch streamers, a lot of people use this microphone. And depending on how you get your setup, you can get this. You have this boom arm right here and this pop stopper right here. And what this does is, because see, this is I got an additional Blue Yeti microphone for my mobile streams. And see right here, even one comes with PUBG. You can get that. It comes with PUBG for free, and it's a pretty good, awesome microphone, man. I'm telling you. All right. So you can also use what's called a lav mic, and I'll show you what that is. Or lapel mic. And this is what lapel mics look like. This is what they look like. This is a wireless system, and this will clip onto your shirt. And it's pretty good. You use one battery. Oh, all right. And this is only one. Well, you can go this way too. Using the lab mic, but you also need an additional piece of hardware, which we'll also get into. And this is like if you want to mic up multiple people. This is for you people that's like in churches and other venues like that. You can use one of these lav mics or lavalier mics, and then you can hook up, multiple guests streaming into that mic. So this is pretty good. So lav mics are pretty good, and they're commonly used in like live events and things like that. Now you could get the one that just clips on to your shirt, or you can get the one that goes around your ear, sort of, and you can use that. And these lav mics would have to go into a mixer, I would believe. And that's the next thing that I'm gonna get into. So if you have multi panelists on your show, whether it be you, a guest host, and y'all are inviting somebody to your show, sorry for the yawning, you want to not have a lot of USB mics involved in this, because it's going to get complicated and something is going to happen, and latency is what may happen to your stream. What latency is that the audio cannot catch up with the video. It won't be in sync in time, so you may hear yourself before your lips start moving, or it's out of sync. The audio is out of sync with your lips. That's called latency. And USB mics tend to do that a lot. And then when you're using specific type of software, you would have to go inside that software and put some type of filtration on it for latency. It may be a couple of milliseconds late, but those tend to add up. Okay. And you can find more of that on YouTube. So USB mics, lav mics, or you can use an XLR mic, and I'll show you what XLR mics are. So this is what an XLR mic, that's the connection. But it's your typical microphone, when you're in a church, or when you're at some type of event and they're holding their mics. Usually they're XLR mics, and that's what an XLR mic connection looks like. Now there's two different XLR mics. It's a standard XLR mic, and it's a XLR mic that uses phantom power. And this is what you tend to see like in the music studio. That is a phantom power mic. And the difference between a phantom powered mic and a regular mic is this requires 48 volts, right? It needs phantom power. It needs that additional 48 volts to run through the mic so it can get heard. This is your standard, just regular old microphone. Now, you can either do a 1/4 inch that looks like this. This is a 1/4 inch. You can either do a 1/4 inch microphone, or you can do an XLR microphone. Okay. And if you get a bunch of these microphones, this is for people that wants to do multiple guests or multiple panelists. And in order to get this sound out to the world, to the people that you're broadcasting at, you're going to need a mixer. And I'm going to show y'all what a mixer is. Matter of fact, I'll show you the mixer that I have. I just got it. I mean, it's wonderful. It's called the Zoom Live Track. That's it. Oh no, it's the 8. Okay, so this is the mixer that I got. It's called the Zoom Live Track 8, and it's a wonderful mixer. Okay, this mixer is not just a mixer; it's a recorder as well. Right? So you have these different function buttons down here. You have mixer, effect, scene, and record. What this does is that it has an SD card inside of it that you can put inside of it, up to like 200 some odd gigs, because that's what I put inside of it. And what it will do is it will record every channel on a separate channel, so you don't have to worry about uh, all the audio. If you have 5 people speaking, all of them being recorded on one particular track. What you do is when you hook up the mic system to the people that's speaking, they're going to have a individual channel of their own. So say if it's like 6 people speaking, so you have 6 different inputs and you have 6 different recording options. Then when you press record, like I said, it's going to save the file all in 6 separate different files. So everybody's voice won't be on that one file. And what happens is sometimes I ran into a problem where just recently I was doing me, Mike Thompson, and Matthew Mabin. We were doing a post-production for a pilot, and we ran into a lot of noise with the lav mics that we was using, but I was able to capture each individual person on their separate hard drives and try to bring the audio into post and try to clean it up as much as I can. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it because it was too much noise. And this is a great thing. And remember when I said phantom power, this also has phantom power, and this is the button that you would press. So even if you're doing like a studio recording or whatever, you can play back, and you can use a professional microphone system, plug it up to this thing, hit 48 volts, and run that phantom power to it. Great system. Great mixer. It also has pre-recorded little MP3s. It has like I think that one was a clap. That one was like a, like a joke, when they hit the drum and the snare. This one I think was wonk wonk wonk, that drink. And then these were just like some intro. But you can record up to 6 different small clips that you want on this thing. The other great thing about this mixer right here is that you can attach your phone up to it. So say if you're having a show where you want to have people to call in for interviews, well, they can call in. You can plug your phone. It comes with a cord that you plug your phone up to. People can actually call in, and everybody that's hooked up to the mixer, and they feed out through these these headsets, they can hear the person on the phone. So it has a mute return and a mute send out. So, because most of the time when you try to do a phone interview call, you have to hook it up. You have to route so many, you have to route it so many ways, so your other talent that's in the studio can hear it as well. And this does it seamlessly, without any type of hiccups. It's a pretty good drink, man. But this is only 8 tracks worth of sound in. You got 6, 7, 8 right here. You have 2 1/4-inch, then you have a 1/4-inch and XLR. That's what these are. And then you have a left and right XLR out And it's an excellent mixer, and it's not that expensive. Now, this is for people that has like small podcasts, or you have a small show and you don't have that many people. They do have a live track 12 and 6. We got 12 different channels and 18 different channels. And one of the best things about this one is powered by the USB port. So this is not only a mixer, this is a sound card as well, because you're using this as your sound card. And it's also ran off of 4 AA batteries. So you can actually take this out in the field and use it as well. Or you can plug it up if your battery's running low. It does have a battery indicator down here. And if your battery is running low, you can plug this up into your computer. And your computer will recognize it as a laptop. Just one note: if you are planning on getting this, you must follow the instructions T by T, right? Because what happens is when you install the drivers for this, it is for PC and Mac. You can't have this hooked up first. You have to install the drivers first. Hold on for a second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. Um, I had an important call that came through. So, getting back to what I was saying. So this is only if you're going to use multiple microphones. You would need this. You would attach all the mic inputs. Now, if you need more mic inputs, then you would go with a mixer that has more inputs to it. You don't necessarily have to go with this one. This is the one that I recommend because this is the one that I just purchased and I used it. It works excellent. I like it for the small factor and what it does, the mixer part and the audio recording part. And you can record 6 different channels on this thing. Terrific. So yeah, so that's basically what you need as far as like the audio. I don't think this video would be too long. But the audio interface, the microphones I just went over with you. You need some way to get the mic, the audio inside of your computer so your audience can hear you. Again, when you're dealing with USB and you're dealing with a lot of USB devices, especially microphones, you may run into a problem where there is a slight delay, a slight couple of milliseconds delay, and that milliseconds delay that does add up. So you want to be conscious about that, and it's always best if you can to go analog. And what I mean by analog, I mean going hardwire into your computer. And there's different ways that you can do that. Say for instance, this we're looking at this mixer where you would need a XLR splitter to your feed that you're connecting it to, whether it's auxiliary, which is the small headphone jack, or which is the quarter inch, which is the big headphone jack. So let's look at XLR splitters. No, that ain't it. What did I type in? Oh. So this is what an XLR splitter cable looks like. So, for instance, if you're going for, if you do have, or it could be any type of splitter, but you need to get either the 1/4 inch, the auxiliary, or XLR splitter, and you need that one feed, which this will be in right here. This would need to be either XLR, 1/4 inch, or auxiliary, and that will have to be fed inside your computer. So you can search. Yeah, this is one of the things I'm talking about. See, this is XLR to auxiliary. So auxiliary and 1/4 inch is just a bigger version. 1/4 inch is just a big version of this. Uh, XLR, I'm sorry, auxiliary is the smaller version of this. So any type of mixer board that you have, primarily, if you want to go analog, this is the way that you would have to do it, and then you'd have to feed that inside of your either your computer or yesterday when I was talking about the ATEM switcher, and the ATEM switcher has like two mic jacks on the back of it. You'd have to put this into the back of the ATEM switcher. Y'all look at the video from yesterday, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, you'd have to do that, or it could be RCA to whatever. RCA looks like this. That's RCA to XLR. But it's depending on what type of mixer that you have, what your main out looks like. If your main out looks like this, then it's an XLR. If your main out looks like this, or your master out looks like this, it's a 1/4 inch. If it's a smaller one, it's auxiliary. If it looks like the if it looks like this is RCA. All right. So those are the different mic types that you might want to use, and all of these will work successfully. Like I said, anytime you're dealing with USB, sometimes you may run into that latency. So when you hook this up to OBS or any other software that you're going to be used to stream, you may have to adjust that just a slight, and it may just be a hair off, but it's not that big of an issue. But yeah, so we went over USB, XLR. Those are the two type of mics that you would use. USB is just plug and play, and the Blue Yeti microphone is what I use. That's the one that I recommend, and you can go to Walmart and pick that up for $100. And you may even can find the one that has the PUBG on the box, and you can pick that up for $100. It may be cheaper than that now because they're trying to clear these out. I don't know why. It's a good microphone. It's an excellent microphone. I use it. This is what you're hearing me on now, and you see how clear I sound. So yeah. So and then you just need a good headset. You need a good headset. These are just some cheap little headphones. I bring my Beats out once I do mobile shoots and stuff like that. So I don't really use it inside when I'm here. But just a nice set of headphones so you can hear the playback, because you don't want what you're saying to bleed out into your microphone. So headphones are very much needed. You get the headphones that won't bleed. And I'm not talking about blood dripping down your face or the side of your ear. When I say bleed, the noise, you get the headphones that has like the cushy foam inside of it. Because if you just get like the old school style headphones, the ones that people used to put on when they listen to Walkmans, those will bleed because that sound is not being condensed. And let's look at some good headphones real quick. All right. Now you see these, right? You don't want to use Bluetooth. If this has a uh um what is it called? If this has auxiliary output or input, you can use these. But you don't want to go Bluetooth because Bluetooth tends to sometime have a latency too if you're using that. You don't want to go so much wireless. You don't want to have a lot of wireless things running while you're streaming. First of all, you want to be hardwired to everything that you're doing. When you get to headphones and other stuff like that, you always want to try to uh, be hardwired into it. You don't want to use any type of Bluetooth headsets. Um, these are pretty good. Just some real cheap headphones, man. See how these have the cushion in it? And most headphones that you get nowadays has that cushion in it and it doesn't bleed out. So just find you a nice little cheap set of headphones. You can go inside Walmart and get one of these. There's no need for you to wait 3 or 4 days for Amazon to ship it to you. All this stuff you can walk inside Best Buy. You can even walk inside Target. I believe has the microphone, and then just a good set of headphones, man. But if you want to get like those mixers and stuff like that, you'd have to go to somewhere like Guitar Center or Chuck Levin's to get that. Yeah, because they sell Zoom products, and Zoom products are they're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They're used in the professional world as well, field recorders and things like that. But y'all go pick that up, and I think that was I didn't include the price in this either because that was probably be under. If you just get the microphone and a pair of earphones, you're looking at $200. If you're getting a mixer board, you're probably going to spend a little bit more than that. Before I go, let's look at let me see. So you can go to a lot of your local stores and stuff like that and find mixer boards. You may be able to find a mixer board for less than $100, depending on what type it is. Like right here, this Mackie board right here is under $200. There's another Yamaha board. Hell, there's another board right here. Wow. Okay, put that in the shopping cart. This is a 12-channel mixer. It doesn't do what that Zoom does. But this is a 12-channel mixer. And see how I said that it has the XLR out. It also has the 1/4 inch out as well, left and right. And I'm looking at it right there. The left and right mix out. Also 1/4 inch. And it also has the RCA out. And that will go to your tape deck. But this doesn't record on individual channels. So it's a pretty good mixer. Now you can get this mixer from Amazon for $130. That's cheaper than getting a Zoom mixer that I got. I don't know what the back of it looks like as well. Okay, a lock and power cord. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So that and 135, that's not bad, man. Um, and this is for if you want to hook up multiple mic inputs. If you have multiple guests coming on to the show, so this is an excellent soundboard right here. I may invest in that. Yeah, I'm probably going to get this one because I can use this for something else. Another idea that I have in mind. Um, Only thing about this one is it's not USB bus powered. External power input socket receiving external power supply. Okay. Flash drive for recording. Oh, this is good. So this one apparently you can hook up some type of flash drive or a um, you can up a flash drive or a hard drive, and you can record on this. So you can hook potentially like an 8 terabyte hard drive and record all day with this thing. But it's only going to record on one channel, I believe. Yep, because I don't see anything. I don't see any button that isolates the recording. But this is good just for um, podcasting and things of that nature. So that's about it, y'all. And I'm not gonna hold it too much longer than that. I'm about to go ahead and close the show out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. So today I went over the audio portion of live streaming. I hope this helped you out. Hey, if it does, man, if y'all don't mind, you know what I'm saying, consider donating to the gaming show so we can keep more of these videos coming for you all. Tomorrow I have something I have to do, so the stream may be a little late. I'll think of another topic that I would need to talk about to get you all up and streaming live on the internet. So other than that, y'all be easy. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later.